Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruben. I'm a part of the 24 Apparel team. And I wanted to come on here, man, and talk to a lot of my parents and my athletes about this whole NIL space, right? If you guys follow our page, if you look at our page, you guys will see that we do a lot of NIL deals. And I feel like a lot of times people are not as educated as I wish they would be when they're coming into the NIL space. So for the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be dropping at least one interview a week, just kind of informing people on my perspective of NIL deals. By any means, I'm not saying that this is the Bible. I'm not saying that this is the only way, but I can also speak off experience strictly from 24 Apparel, being in the space for a while and doing NIL deals, right? So one of the first things I just kind of really wanted to address and look at was a lot of people don't understand what's the difference between NIL deals and collectives. If you don't understand the difference between those two, then that's probably where you want to start at, right? I feel like a lot of athletes always compare other athletes or compare other sports. And you can't compare. Every sport is different. We all know basketball and football is the most highly recognizable sport. So the deals and stuff are going to be a little bit different from other sports, right? So from my opinion and just from our expertise in the whole NIL field, what do companies look for? Also, what does athletes look for, right? So I would just tell parents, athletes first, do your research. When you see a lot of athletes that come out and maybe be on social media or whatever, and they say, okay, they just signed $1 million NIL deal, right? The first question you should be asking yourself is, okay, is that collective money or is that NIL deal money, right? When you're talking about collectives, right? Collectives is money that are based from a school, a college. So they have donors, they have different alumni that contribute to this thing that's called collectives, where they make donations to that school. Now that school has the right to give that money to whoever they want within their program, which is still considered NIL money. So if that school has $3 million of collective money and they chose to give $1 million to one particular individual, then that's their choice to do so. Most universities, if they're doing that, that's not just because that player is a fantastic athlete, right? That is because they see marketability, they see exposure, they see all of those different things that's gonna bring that money ×2 back to their program. Now, NIL deal is more when you're working with brands, right? So the brands are looking at, okay, name, image, and likeness, right? So for a brand, if they're gonna invest in someone for an NIL deal, then they're gonna be looking for ROI in return. Meaning they're gonna use your popularity to be able to get the money back on what they're investing in you for. So you have to think about it, you have to think at it from this perspective if you're an athlete, right? Do I have enough notoriety in your field, in your city, in your state, wherever it's at? Do I have enough notoriety to help build this brand up, right? So a lot of people think now you can be the #1 player in your state. That doesn't mean that you're gonna get an NIL deal, right? You have to understand what is the difference between those two. Another perspective that you guys can look at is when you look at it from the highest level, when you look at the NBA, the NFL, a lot of people don't understand that even with those top athletes, you only got about probably less than 10% that actually get major deals from your Nike, your Under Armour, your Boomer. So they still have a lot of players that at the professional level that still don't get brand deals. So you can't expect just because you have all of these followers that people are just gonna wanna give you deals. Followers does not equal deals. What does help with deals is the interaction on your page, the conversion on your page, right? So for us, if we have somebody and we're looking and we're recruiting them and this person here got 100,000 followers and this person got 50,000 followers. Well, the person that have the more followers if they don't have a lot of engagement, if they don't have a lot of shares, if they don't have a lot of comments, if they don't have a lot of those things, but the person that has the least amount of followers, they're having 500 shares, 1,000 comments, then most likely we're gonna go with the lesser of the follower athlete, because they have more engagement in what they're doing, right? So more engagement mean that you're gonna have more people of influence on what you're talking about. So I just want to take the time out to really start and educate a lot of our parents, a lot of our players, that hey, NIL deal is a great thing, but you really, before the parents and agents or whoever it is get out there, I think it's very important to do your homework on what it is. And once again, before I leave you guys, this does not mean that this is Bible. I know a lot of other brands, a lot of other companies may look at it differently. I'm only speaking from how we do as a brand and from what our experience is here at 24 Apparel.